Good afternoon, Islanders. I'm Mrs. Getty, and this is your Islander Hour tech lesson for the week. So we want to make sure in these next couple of weeks as we go through these tech lessons with you guys that you are getting and building some good habits with your device. So we're going to call these your tech health checks. So every week while we're doing this video and you're watching and following along, go ahead and try these on your device, check for these updates, try restarting. So one thing you want to do every week, at least once a week, is pushing a company portal sync. So on your desktop, there's going to be an icon that looks like this little blue square with a little person inside. Once you open that, that's going to open up a window that once you go to this little gear icon at the bottom for settings, there's this sync at the top. If you just press this sync, this will just run in the background for a couple seconds to maybe a couple minutes. And that's going to update the latest updates to your device that are pushed out from our organization. So just let that run, and once it's done, it's just going to stop, and then you'll be able to press sync again. And then the other thing you want to do is check for Windows updates every once in a while. Over here in the bottom corner, you might see like a little swirling arrow icon that says you need to update. But one other way that you can check is clicking on this little Windows Start button, going to this little Settings button, and then up at the top when that opens, it'll just say this little Windows Update. It'll say that last time that your computer automatically checked. But if you go into it, it'll push another check for more updates, and then it'll show you if you have some or if you're up and running fully up to date. Go ahead and run any updates now if you have those. And you can just check those regularly at this time. Also, you can restart, sleep, or shut down your machine. And on this next slide, I'm going to kind of go over when it's a good time to do each of those. So here we have sleep. Your computer is set to do sleep automatically when you just close your lid and close it shut. Or if you wanted it open for some reason, you could also press that little power circle button that you use for your fingerprint sign-in. If you just tap that button, it will also put your computer to sleep. If you need to restart, here's some reasons why you might want to restart. Maybe you have a few minor glitches or freezes that are going on, or there's some pending updates that need to run. So again, you just go to this Windows button, press this little power icon, and then choose that restart. This is also where you will choose to do that shutdown option. And when you want to shut down, this is just to make sure that you're conserving battery power. So if you know that you're not going to be using your laptop for a good amount of time, maybe a day or two, that's a good idea to shut down your laptop. So just a few best practices when you are ready for class to be over, traveling in the hallways, or leaving school at the end of the day, and you're going to put your laptop away in your backpack. It's a good idea to put your computer to sleep so that it can start up faster. There's a little bit more reduced wear and tear on it, and just overall safety in case it did drop. Being in that sleep mode will protect it a little bit. And then over the weekend, if you know you're not going to be using your laptop, like I already said, for a couple of days, just shut it down to save some of that battery power. So those are some good tips for you to think about. And now thinking towards you want to go get some help at the high school, where can you go? So we have several different teams and several different offices across the high school for where you can go for help at the high school. We have over here on the left-hand side, Clay and Christina. Hi, I'm Christina, or Mrs. Getty. And you can come to us. We're previously teachers, so we can really help with those kind of Schoology assignments, maybe grades, Chrome extensions, or even textbook help. And over on the right-hand side, we have Trent, Nick, and Tracy. They are going to be your tech team that can really help support more your hardware issues that are going on, like your stylus broke or was lost. You need to pick up your laptop, or your Wi-Fi isn't connecting correctly. They're your go-tos over in Office 301A, and they're always happy to help. And maybe say you left school, you're at home, you're working on homework, and you don't have access to those 5 people that you were just introduced to in the building. So I have here some resources for you to go and self-serve on your own. So this page is within Schoology, and I have that right up here. It's our high school technology resources course. So it's going to look like all your other courses that you're in, but it's going to have a bunch of links and some folders with different apps and things that might be of use to you. So there's some Windows 11 tips, there's some Schoology tips, and then links out to different YouTube channels. And the next slide that I'm going to talk about too is our Tech Tips website. So if I just go back over to here, here's our Tech Tips website. And if you go to students on Windows devices, here are some table of contents of all the different tutorials that are within here. So maybe you need to reset your password. Maybe you need to install an app. Here's some opening printers and installing printers directions. And there are so many resources. Maybe you need to connect your headphones. Check this site if we aren't available. That is it for today. Thank you so much for following along, and we will see you next week.